Hi guys, my name is Angela and I'm with Desert Mandrake and we're going to be playing the episode 4 of Stories Untold, the last session. We're going to be seeing what's at the end of this curtain. Let's take a look. Just staring into nothing. The intro.
I think that's enough of that for now.
What?
You're quite fond of this show, aren't you?
What?
Okay, come on. Let's get you down to the observation room.
I wonder if I'm still James.
This place must be starting to feel like home to you. Don't worry. Try and get you out of here eventually. Just in here.
Time to quit. Help us here.
Okay, are we through in the next room? Just relax and we'll get started in a moment.
What is going on? I want to touch it.
Right, Mr. Asian, now are you ready?
I'm James Asian.
Just hit record on the tape deck in front of you when you're ready.
Oh, this is recordception. I'm being recorded about being recorded.
This is subject 12-19-86-23, new session entry. We have myself, Dr. Alexander, leading, and in a room we have our patient, Mr. James Asian. As we know, James has recently recovered from a 2-week coma following his accident. In our last 3 sessions, James's attempts to recollect events of the accident seen him merging his memory with his imagination. These episodes have always ended in panic, and we've had to terminate the session abruptly. Let's try and do this one better, James. So when you're ready, let's bring this back. I know how difficult this must be, but you can do this. James, it's time to remember.
Wow.
Your mind. It's like a conscious black box. It can show you your memories. Look into it.
What the? I guess we're doing this again.
In your most recent episode, you recalled a false memory of a remote weather station. You were isolated from the rest of the world, locked inside your coma. We interacted with you daily, encouraging you to wake. Your family would do number puzzles with you. Anything really to bring you back. People needed answers, James. Do you remember?
I have another signal here for you, James. It's at 5610 FM. You can't miss it.
Oh shit, there's another one. Okay, well, crap. To do more of this. So it got to the point where I had to start writing stuff down because it was getting ridiculous. Okay. at it. The other one had like a whole bunch of green ones. So we're clicking since that's the
1986 2304. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19 86 23
Oh shit, what?
Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19 86 23 04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19 86 23 04.
I misheard something.
Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19 86 23 04.
Type that in.
Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19 86 23 04.
Microfilm is different.
Type in the numbers, James.
Okay, enough of you.
You gotta see.
Police department. Road traffic accident report file. James had a patient. Fatal accident. Equals to date and time of accident. E6. Maybe you try date of birth. Station black and white. Charles. Driver 2, Major Charles. Headings. Okay. Arrived on the scene to discover two cars that had been involved in a head-on collision. Mr. Asian found lying down outside his vehicle with head injuries. An ambulance was immediately called. The passenger was trapped in the vehicle in critical condition from wounds sustained in the collision. The drivers of the blue sedan, Mr. Headings, was found dead on arrival. It was noticed that there was a strong smell of whiskey from the driver and the empty whiskey bottle on the passenger seat. Mr. Asian was questioned on the scene. He described an oncoming blue sedan being clearly out of control, which he swerved to avoid. Mr. Asian's passenger was his sister. The driver of the blue sedan is an ex-police officer of 20 years. If you haven't met my cat, this is my cat. Alright, looks like that's the only thing that they want us to look at is this police report.
12, 19, 86, 23.
Maybe he's trying to say 86.
Type in the numbers, James. Gotta see.
That was it.
This is 20F, 12, 19, 86, 23, 0.
We're gonna turn you on, buddy. I don't want to listen to you.
Type in.
Okay, so it's a circled information. Empty whiskey and out of control.
Find the signal, James. Listen to the voices. You have to face it, James. Finally.
Shell. Please move. I love you. Thank you. Okay, so 700.
It's not like him. At all. I've worked with Officer Hennings for 6 years and not once have we even talked about alcohol. Drunk driving. He was a father, a husband. He was fine. No way he caused this. It's him. This Haitian guy. He's got something to hide.
shouldn't you really stop at 2? Home care, travel, chaperone, children with living conditions, rehabilitation, psychotherapy, mindfulness. Now, a number might be useful later. First stages of recovery. Under stress, keep a healthy mind. It's all the same number. They're all locked. Other episodes recorded to tape. This was the 4th. They're all locked.
He has quite an imagination, Mr. Asian. I guess it's from the shows he's been watching. This time he described an A&E visit as a government conspiracy, some sort of lab. It's interesting stuff, and it's obviously pure fiction. But I guess it's just his way of coping for now. We'll see how we progress in future sessions.
Alright. This shit still doesn't make sense, but let's keep going. Huh.
Today was the first session with Mr. James Asian, although I fear it will certainly not be his last. When asked about events that have happened in the past, he confused fact and fiction and told us a story about a computer game that was talking to him. I think he was back at his own house, his mum and dad's house, and he always talked about a room with a red X, one he couldn't get in. I don't know what any of this means or what it's got to do with the accident, but I guess some more sessions will maybe reveal that. We're going to try again tomorrow.
We found him lying there sobbing while his sister died in the car next to him, while Hennings died next to him. What the fuck was he thinking? She was still alive when we got to her. If he'd have done something, they could all still be here.
That's harsh judgment, dude. Looks like I can't do anything else in here. have little cuffs on there. Okay. I was just trying to touch the hand sanitizer, but thank you. I really don't want to go in here. Got a glimpse of the room. That's why there's no detail.
You honestly believe that Hennings was drunk at the wheel and not this little shit? If he wakes up, when he wakes up, I want answers. Until then, you handle it. You write it up. I'm out.
Super arc light. Oh, let me get close to this TV. Okay, that's fine. I can take a hint. I like how the walls have texture. That's new. That's an extra level of detail I don't think I ever expected. Okay, well, looks like there's one more for the grand entrance and things. Okay, that's fine. Getting a little tense here now. Yeah, we could just shut the door. That's fine. Let's look around a little bit more now. Alright, well then I guess that was the only way I had to go anyway.
Okay, we have a 22-year-old male just brought in from a vehicle collision. He was awake and mobile at the scene, but collapsed on arrival to the emergency ward. The other passengers died in the accident. I'm getting no pulse. Prepare for defib. Amp charge full to 10 and give me 100 joules.
Okay.
Come on, 100 joules. Charging up full to 10. Come on. Come on, 100 joules. Charging up full to 10.
Just gotta pull up this. They didn't make it obvious that was electricity.
Come on, 100 joules. Charging up full to 10.
Like audio.
Clear. No reaction from first stage. Let's try higher. 200 joules. Keep the amp charged at 10.
Alright, here we go.
200 joules. Keep the charge at 10. Let's go.
I didn't realize he was talking to me at first. I thought he was talking to someone else. I mean, why would he be talking to me? I think I'm the person.
Clear. Okay, we have a reaction of some sort here, a weak signal. Let's keep going. Increase again. 360, charge full. Come on, 360, hurry. Clear.
Wow.
Well, would you look at that? It seems we have a pulse.
Looking around.
Rhythm is stable. We need to run an X-ray right away. Where are we with that X-ray? Let's get it going now, please. Looks like an intracerebral hemorrhage. We need to drain this now to relieve pressure. Prepare for trepanation. Switch on a drill, please. The drill, please. Mr. Asian, you've made excellent progress. You're doing great. We need you to stay calm and try to relax while we go through these next steps. We're going to attempt to alleviate some of this discomfort.
Oh, shit. That made more sense this time around. Not only is tonight New Year's Eve, but tomorrow you leave on a 6-month trip abroad with friends. Mom, Dad, and your sister Jennifer have decided to throw a party to celebrate it all. The house is full. You're in the living room, and as usual, you don't recognize a soul. Look around. The room's full of chatty strangers, mostly friends of Mom and Dad. There's a door to the hall. To the door. Open door. Okay, good. Friends of Mom and Dad, the youngest is probably twice your age. Push through the crowd into the hallway. The hallway is as welcoming as ever, only this time the folks have put a great big banner up across the main hall. Half-finished drinks are abandoned on almost every horizontal surface. Stairs lead up, although the party is firmly downstairs. As much as you'd love to, you promised you'd stay downstairs with the party. Around. Same as ever, stairs, door to living room, door to the kitchen. The best parties are in the kitchen. The kitchen is full of people and loud. There are drinks and food on the table. The party is in full swing, and Dad has cooked a hot roast, which is proudly on the table, although no one is eating it. Eat roast. Maybe later. There's a utility room and writing on the wall. Also, Jen is here, signaling. Look at writing. Sorry, I don't know what you're looking at. Looking at the wall. You thank her for the party, and she asks if you're enjoying the party. Tell her it's great, even though you don't really know anyone. She says you enjoy it anyway, and to loosen up, she asks you to get her a drink. Okay. Speaks up over the den, asking you to get her a drink. There'll be a drink, or a drink, and one for yourself too. It's never an awkward silence with Jennifer. She always has a question. She asks if you have had everything sorted for the big trip. Yes. She packed everything with plenty of room to spare. I love how your family have really gone out of their way to make the trip happen for you. It might be that you need to get some perspective and maybe not fuck up so much. She's going to miss you. You're going to miss her. She walks away. Jen has disappeared into the crowd. You are left standing, nodding and smiling at the approving faces. There's so much to do for this move. Can't mess it up. But first, a drink. Drink. Pour and down another drink. Anything to move the night along. Drink. Look around. Look at Becky. Open the door and peer in. You're never allowed in here normally. This is where Dad keeps his fine wines and whiskeys. Ceiling to the floor racks, a collector, although he does actually drink them too. There's a bottle with a ribbon around it and a card. Card. Look at the whiskey and the card. It's your dad's handwriting. Son, we're so proud of you and everything you've achieved. You've earned this. It's a bottle of a 25-year-old double malt, and you shouldn't really, but you have to try it. With the whiskey in your hand, you take it to the room around about you. There must be hundreds of thousands of pounds worth of drink in there. You really must thank your dad for the whiskey. Go around. There are racks of fine wines and the door to the kitchen. Look at that wine. Some of this wine is older than you. Go back. Welcome to the kitchen. You head back into the kitchen, clutching your new best friend. You stumble out of the utility room and back into the kitchen. There's one strong whiskey. You take another swig and give a thumbs up to Dad across the room. He nods and winks. He tells you he's proud of you and to go easy tonight. Early flight tomorrow. She bumps the labs away, and then you make it to the hall. You stop dead in your tracks. It's Jen. Covered in blood. She stares straight at you and no one else notices. Sorry, I don't understand. Help, Jen.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
We tried our best, Mrs. Asian, but her injuries were too severe.
No, I don't understand. I was just talking to her.
I'm afraid Jennifer passed away before we could get to her in surgery. We did the best we could. I am so sorry.
Where is she? Let me see her.
Please, Mrs. Asian, take a seat.
I don't want to take a seat. Let me talk to her. Now.
I'll arrange for you to see her. In the meantime, James is in recovery. He's stable for now.
I don't want to see him.
You're standing in the hallway. Something has stopped you in your tracks. While searching your mind, your sister interrupts. She waves her hand in front of you and asks if you can drive her home. You still feel out of sorts. Those words echo. Doors to the kitchen and living room lead from here, while stairs can take you up. Go upstairs. You'd love to call it a night, but Jen is waiting patiently. Has a much more relaxed atmosphere compared to the kitchen. Various guests are sat on the chairs having civilized conversations. There's a coffee table in the middle of the room. Your mom is pouring a drink at the drinks cabinet. Like a table. Drinks on coasters like proper civilized people. You can't see your keys. My son, off to America, she gives you a hug. Coffee table, drinks cabinet. One's collection of wine and spirits, definitely no keys in here. You search through all the jackets and coats until you find yours. Aha! Car keys in the pocket. You grab both. Go to home. Jen thanks you for helping her out. She is working in the morning and no one else is in any fit state to drive. You go handle it, though. You know the road like the back of your hand, don't you? Yes. Outside. At the front door and walk into the freezing night. Cold air hits you, and you're glad you have your jacket with you. There's a dusting of snow around you as you step down from the porch. The yard extends around the back of the house, and the car sits at the front of the house. Fumble with your car handle, confused until Jen tells you that maybe you use the key in your hand. Use key on car. Fumbling with the car keys, you eventually get the door open and climb inside. The car's freezing and you fumble around with your seatbelt. Your sister opens up the car glove box and hands you a note and a key that was inside. She tells you that it's for when you return. Start the car. Try to turn the ignition with sheer willpower despite holding keys in your hand. Put key in car. It takes a number of attempts, but you eventually slot the key into the ignition. Start car. Turn the key in the ignition. The car roars to life. It's Jen. She's trying to get warmed up in the freezing cold. Get moving. Drive? The car squeals but stays stationary. Jen suggests releasing the brake, giving you a wide-eyed stare. Very hesitantly release the handbrake. Drive. You put the car in gear and pull out the driveway. Like the first-time driver, you really shouldn't be driving. Left. Right. Turn right. It's left. Of course it's left. You turn the car left at the junction and accelerate off. Confident that you are on the right road now, you loosen up and push your foot down on the accelerator. You feel powerful as the engine roars at your command. Jen sits up in her chair and clutches your arm. She asks you to slow down. That's not why they
You're all over the place, James. Pull over.
Stop car.
James, for fuck's sake, pull over! James!
It was at this very moment, wasn't it, James? The moment
Outside,
we lost it all.
inside, and the whole world around you.
Your sister,
Scream.
her parents, yourself. And then you made it worse. Go on. Show us what you did.
Get in the car, your world is upside down. Your seatbelt struggles against gravity, trying to hold you in your seat. Impact into another car has torn a hole in your chassis. Poisonous fumes spill into your car from engines. In grave danger, and you have to get out of here. You are standing, holding your whiskey and your dad's note and the flashing lights and the approaching. Flashing lights are approaching in the distance.
I know you're tearing yourself apart over it, but no matter what you keep telling yourself, you have to listen to me. That accident, that poor man, me. You have to remember, it was all your fault. I know what you did. How you left me there to protect yourself. Planting evidence on some poor man. You went headfirst into that officer and you wrecked all of our lives. And then you couldn't even take responsibility. You did the right thing for you and no one else. Save yourself. Only it was wrong, wasn't it? Look at you now. Utterly consumed by it. Say it, James. Say it. Tell them. Listen to yourself.
It has to end, James. Do you not understand? This episode you're having must come to an end. Make it stop, make it stop. Do you remember? Stop the session, Mr. Haitian. Go back to where we started. Well, I think we've made progress today, Mr. Haitian. I guess we should tell the police what you've told us. Although I don't suspect it'll take you anywhere. I think you'll be with us for quite some time. Come on, let's get you back to your shows. I'll see you tomorrow.
Actually just bits of his memory that he like formed together with fiction that he was watching. Amazing. Psychological. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, my name is Angela and I'm with Desert Mandrake, and this was a fantastic experience. Thank you so much for sharing it with me. Have a good night.